Good evening. Our news for this Thursday evening. President Wavell Ramkalawan yesterday chaired a scheduled meeting of the Cabinet in which several legal and policy memoranda were approved. Solutions to address the generation capacity challenges faced by the Public Utilities Corporation PUC due to outdated generators on Mahé and Pralin were amongst issues that the Cabinet approved.
PUC and its board, which has made a recommendation which has been approved, that they should improve their generating capacity by around 6 megawatts, broken up into 4 containerized units of 1.5 megawatts each, to help PUC be able to deal with the situation of maintenance on some of their bigger generators. We've also approved for them to be able to upgrade the cooling systems on their generators on Pralin, and that will help them to supply power in a much more economical and efficient manner. The government, in the same light of becoming more efficient and energy friendly, has approved that a company in the UAE called Reem should sign an MOU with the government and PUC that will allow that company to invest in photovoltaic and possibly wind generating capacity in future. That will have the advantage that it would reduce the investment requirement on PUC's side to produce green energy, but allow it to purchase green energy from the supplier. The benefits would be that Seychelles would reduce its carbon emissions substantially, between 20 and 25%, and be able to present itself as credible as a small country to have made strides in going towards green energy. We've also approved that, following the recommendation by the board of SAPEC, that they should replace their fleet of tankers, which are now aging. They age between 16 and 19 years. Today, the moment you pass the 20-year threshold, the market fetches a much lower premium for freight services. And once you're over 20 with these old engines, you're not as efficient as you should be. So the advantage of replacing them would be that we would fetch a better premium on the market, we would be more environmentally friendly, and we could sustain the business a lot longer. At the same time, having newer tankers on your balance sheet is very helpful for SAPEC. We've also approved that we should accelerate our effort in the battle against drugs and have a high-level coordinating committee which brings together all the relevant stakeholders, which includes parents, teachers, the police, local government, Department of Family, around a table to ensure that we do everything possible, one, to deal with the existing drug users, also to prevent the new upcoming generations from falling into drug abuse, and then strengthen, of course, the efforts that we have put in place already and which we believe are bearing fruit today against drugs.
The Health Ministry is working on a strategic plan to address abuses at health facilities. It recently received an increase in complaints about abuses from health workers. The Chief Executive Officer of the Healthcare Agency, Dr. Danny Louange, says such incidents also prevent the healthcare workers to deliver their duties as professionals. He also added that the abuses are verbal and even violent at times. Yesterday marked the last day of the first Science, Technology and Innovation Sectorial Fair. During the closing ceremony, the Minister for Education, Dr. Justin Valentin, announced the relaunching of the Maths and Science Olympiad and the second edition of the Science Fair on the Pi Day on the 14th of March next year. There were about 17 local agencies and 7 universities, both local and international, that participated in this year's Science Fair, and they all received a certificate of participation. Many students and teachers visited the exhibition on the last day.
Came for the visit for 3 days. I think that it was very well organized and was very fruitful. We learned a lot, like along our career choices. Like mine is to become something in the field of engineering, and I think that this exhibition was very helpful towards that. We got the chance to visit several different universities like SEGI, UNICE, and it could give us a better and clearer idea of what we want to do in the future and our aspirations. And my personal favorite was the Seychelles Meteorological Agency, where we learned the different instruments that they used and how technology is used in these different departments in Seychelles.
A group of students from the Belloni Secondary School, accompanied by their art teacher, painted a mural on a wall outside their school today. This is part of the Productivity Awareness Week, which started on Monday, the 22nd of July. The Ministry of Employment and Social Affairs, together with the Ministry of Education, has this as an annual event. The director of the Productivity Unit at the Ministry of Employment and Social Affairs, Maryvonne Francis, says that this year's theme, Transforming Productivity Through Technological Advancement, is to educate society, especially the youth, about the difficulties that affect and the importance of productivity on a national level. The mural depicts diverse forms of technology in use. Different activities related to the chosen theme have been organized so that the youth can exchange and engage with entrepreneurs who are already using advanced technology in their businesses. This was the news summary. I'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.